over a decade of coaching very high income earners. And I can tell you now, the one thing that will cost people their income, making more money, whether that in sales, whether it's being an entrepreneur, whether it's being, a great employee that is trying to climb the ladder in the corporate ladder, it doesn't matter. You've got to become more influential. However, none of that matters. All those skills don't matter if you're coming across arrogant and cocky. But Lewis, you also need to be confident. This is very true as well. So I'm going to give you 7 things that I've worked with previous clients to show you exactly what you need to do to come across with humility and confidence. So make sure you grab a pen and stay to the end, because tip 7 will make you a lot more money. So is your confidence actually costing you money? Well, look, if you're coming across too cocky, then yes, people are not going to give you that promotion. They're not going to give you that sale. They're not going to help you scale your business because they don't want to be a part of your cocky journey. So what does that mean? Well, think about it. When was the last time you made a big decision? Yeah, a big purchase decision. It could have been on your house, or it could have been a new car. So if you used to go and collect a new car and you've done all your research and you've found the car that you want, and you've got the option between 2 garages to go and collect the car from, but the one garage you went to had the cockiest salesperson that was just so arrogant, then who would you pick? You would want to help the person out because that's their job at the end of the day, and they do get commission. So why would you want to help somebody that is too arrogant, that is not a nice person or coming across as a nice person? Now, they've got to balance this as well, because if you're not confident, the danger is that there's something in science called the contagion effect. And what the contagion effect is, if your energy, and I don't mean energy as in woo-woo, I mean like what you're giving off, what you're giving out. If that energy is coming across in the wrong way, then people will pick it up. They'll pick it up through the things that you say, the way that you say it, your body language, your tonality, even eye contact. People will tell that you are not a confident person. And if you think about it, what is selling? Selling is just the transition of confidence, that this is the thing that is going to get you the result that you want. So if you're not confident, the contagion effect will kick in, and that person, even if you didn't say a word, that person will know that it's not the right thing for them because you're not sure it's right for them either. So why would people give out a large sum of money, offer a promotion, give you a place of power if they're not confident that you can deliver? So what are we going to do about it? I'm going to give you the 7 strategies of what I've seen and how I've coached very high income earners to increase their income beyond 100K, 200K, 300K, $500,000. I'll give you some of those tips today. Even if you take just one of them and work on it, by the way, it's going to start to increase your income significantly. So make sure you take some notes on this and save this video for later. So number 1, being cocky. You've got to think that what is the difference between being arrogant and confidence? Well, are they the same thing? The difference is how you're being perceived. And if you're going to be confident and transition that confidence to somebody else, then you need to actually have evidence. Evidence not just for the customer or the person you're trying to convince, but also evidence to convince yourself. So the difference between cocky and having the confidence to actually deliver on it is understanding that this is the right thing for them. That's just step 1. So what can you do to build a portfolio of evidence? Even if you don't have that evidence yet, go and work for somebody for free. When I first started my journey, I'm talking about 15 years ago now, I actually went and worked for free with some of the highest organizations in my field. Also, I can get that back into know deep down in my mind as well that I've got this. And when I'm actually communicating with people, that I understand it and I've invested in myself. And now 15 years on, I've worked with so many people that I can confidently give this to you and tell you just by doing a few things like this, you will significantly increase your income as well. So number 2, positioning. What does positioning mean? Positioning means you tell them up front. So when I first start most of my videos, I always position it that I am the coach to very high income earners. How do I actually have that evidence? I've got evidence of building millionaires. I'm a millionaire myself. I've built multiple businesses and I have a portfolio of different investments. Now, some people might take that and go, well, hey, look, this person's just being cocky here. However, I position it as to say, using these words, and you should write these down too, I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm telling you this to show that it's possible. That's positioning. I've just told you why it's important that you have that information. Because from your side as well, if we can remove that cockiness and that arrogance that may be coming across by me using those words, now you've got a different perspective on why I'm telling you this stuff, because I want to help you achieve millionaire status as well. So always make sure that you tell them either before, by positioning it up front, the things I'm about to tell you is to help you, not so I can brag. Or at the end of it, the reason I just told you that is not for me to brag, but it's to help you see that it's possible. You see what I mean? That's great positioning. So make sure you get really, really good at positioning. Number 3 is body language. Look, I'm not going to go quiet on this video, but if I did and I sat there looking around, looking a little bit shifty, then guess what? I don't have to even say any words to show you that I'm not confident. So think about yourself. How do you need to come across to be perceived? Even if you had a zip across your face and you kept your mouth shut, how does your body language actually come across? Are you delivering confidence to the person you're talking to, whether that be your boss, a customer, whatever it may be? Are you delivering confidence through your body language? Look at the things that I do. Open hands, giving it away. I'm not sat like this, pretending, that I'm not confident, that I'm just saying all this and pretending. I've got the confidence deep down within, and that then comes across in your physiology. Remember this, make a note on this. Your psychology matches your physiology, but also physiology matches your psychology. So if your body is in the right position, then you will start to convince your brain as well. What that means is you can actually do a bit of a test on this, right? Think about being down, yeah? People that are down sound like this all the time, and they're down and they're always, bringing people down with them as well, and they sound like this. Well, it's very hard to actually, if you try it yourself, it's very hard to actually have an energetic voice when you are in this position. So the physiology is also matching the psychology and the physiology that's coming out throughout your mouth and throughout your communication as well. So open up, be more confident, act more confident. People say fake it till you make it. I don't like that saying. However, there are some truths in the matter as well, because in the underpinning of it is that you've actually got to position yourself. You need to be able to have that physiology in order to have the psychology as well. So don't fake it till you make it. When it actually comes to selling to people, you've actually got to have proof of it as well. And if you haven't started yet, just go and do some stuff for free so you can get that proof behind you. Number 4 is have the right voice, pace, and tonality. So your voice and pace and tonality, what does that mean? Like the faster you say stuff, if I say like stuff like blah, 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 and I can't get my words out, then it shows that I'm not very confident. Okay. So tonality, sometimes when I'm presenting to you guys, you'll hear that I'm having a varied different tone. Sometimes when I say something serious on podcasts and YouTube, I'll get closer to the mic and make a deeper sound like this because it's more resonating with people. Okay. So this is NLP. I've got videos on NLP as well. So subscribe to the channel and make sure you check out some of those videos too if you want to understand more around NLP. Number 5, people will think that you are cocky and arrogant, and they will lose confidence in you if you overtalk. Overtalking shows that you just want to keep on making yourself sound important. But let's be honest, no one fucking cares. What they really care about is that they are listened to. So you can't listen to somebody if you're over talking. Remember, you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Communication is a 2-way street, not just one way. Okay? What's your thoughts on this, by the way? Make some comments in the notes below. What are your experience with people over talking, whether that be in sales or any business? What do you think about people that over talk? Have you got anything to share? Comment in the box below. So number 6 is learn to shut up. I've just mentioned about having 2 ears and 1 mouth, but here's a really good tip. The most effective people in the world at communication don't say much at all. You think of like Warren Buffett. How does he sit in a room? He will listen to all his advisors in there and they do the talking. But when he talks, guess what? People fucking listen. So you do the same as well. Are you doing over talking? Step 5. And the opposite should be listen. Sit back, say less, listen. Learn to shut up. Just try it. If you're talking, next time you go into a conversation and you're talking, just try saying half as much as you can. Because even if you just try, you'll go down, 90%, 80%, 70%. Just try and aim for 50% less words coming out of your mouth. And when you do, you will, those words that when you do talk, they will be more penetrating, more powerful than ever. Again, if you want more videos on this, make sure you check out the channel. Now, number 7, and this is the key one. I did say I would give you the biggest thing that is going to change your world and make you a lot more money and become a very high income earner, etc., etc. Here it is. Learn to ask penetrating questions. You see, we mentioned about keeping quiet, saying a lot more, saying a lot less. Stop the over talking. Now, you've really got to think about how do you put yourself in their world. If you want to become truly confident, here's the secret. Just ask great questions. Because what happens when you ask a question? When you ask a question, you put the ball in their court and they have to do the talking. Now, don't ask yes or no questions. Closed questions aren't great unless... You see, this is going a little bit deep now. You'll hear a lot of people say never ask a closed question, but there is a good place for closed questions as well. And that is when you want them to actually give you a penetrating yes or no so you can ask a deeper question later on as well. So don't completely get rid of that. But you should be asking at the start, as you're on your journey, open-ended questions. That means a question that is not a yes or no answer. Something that makes them talk, because when they're talking in their mind, in their psychology, is the big tip for you. They are working it out. Words that come out the mouth aren't just in an instant reply. If you ask deep penetrating questions, which mean they have to actually think about it, when they think, they're changing the processes in their mind to give you a different answer. And if you ask good enough questions, the answer that will come out will be aligned to where you want to take them. That is the secret recipe to this. What are the penetrating questions? Again, I've got other videos on that as well. So make sure you check out and subscribe to the channel. So what do you need to start doing to become more confident? Let's wrap it up. Stop being as cocky and start balancing that humility by understanding that you've got to actually have some evidence behind you. Yeah. Positioning, making sure that you tell them up front. Number 2. Number 3, your body language. Number 4, your voice and tonality. Number 5, stop over talking. Number 6, learn to shut up and listen. And number 7, ask penetrating questions. If you want to learn more about asking penetrating questions, which is the key to getting people to see how confident you are, then make sure that you check out the other videos as well. If you've got any good penetrating questions, drop them in the comments below and let's have a look at what you think are great questions to show your level of confidence and become more influential in any job. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next episode.